ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, December 11, 2024. I'm Suleiman Talash and you are watching RTA News. The European Union has emphasized the development of relations with Afghanistan and continued assistance in various fields. The European Union Special Representative for Afghanistan, in a meeting with the political deputy of the Prime Minister, said that the European Union is trying to provide 45 million euros worth of assistance to Afghan farmers in the future through international cooperation institutions. Let's see more in the report. The European Union says that it is providing 45 million euros in assistance to farmers in Afghanistan in the field of alternative cultivation. The deputy spokesperson for the Islamic Emirates says that the European Union Special Representative for Afghanistan praised the fight against drugs and corruption by the Islamic Emirate and promised cooperation in the field of alternative cultivation and treatment of addicts.
The European Union is planning to provide up to 45 million euros in assistance for Afghan farmers to create alternative livelihoods and alternative crops. Mr. Nicholson also emphasized the access of European Union aid teams to all parts of Afghanistan and called on neighboring countries to stop the forced expulsion of Afghan refugees.
During his meeting with the political deputy of the Prime Minister of the Islamic Emirate, this European Union Special Representative praised the progress made in Afghanistan and assured the continuation of the European Union's relations with the Islamic Emirate.
The European Union's aid is very important for Afghanistan and it should be spent properly. And at the end, the evaluation report of all of this aid should be shared with people of Afghanistan and international community. So it can be a source of satisfaction and pave the way for more aid. Afghanistan should be helped so that our farmers can benefit from it. And other facilities should be created so that Afghanistan can become more self-sufficient in the agricultural sector.
This is when the Deputy Minister of Agriculture also met with the European Union Special Representative for Afghanistan yesterday and emphasized transparency in the provision of aid in Afghanistan. Dr. Mullah Abdul Wasi, Director General of the Prime Minister's Office, met with the lawyers of the 22nd District of Kabul. In this meeting, the participants, appreciating the efforts of the Islamic Emirate in the areas of construction and development, shared their problems and suggestions in the areas of permission to start construction works in the areas by the municipality, construction of hospitals and clinics, lack of schools and teachers, employment for the people, and creation of a security zone in this area, with the Director General of the Prime Minister's Office. On the other hand, the Director General of the Prime Minister's Office stated that the doors of the Islamic Emirates officials are open to all Afghans, and the officials do not spare any effort in serving the people. Maulavi Nur Jalal Jalali, Minister of Public Health, met with Zhao Sheng, the Chinese ambassador to Kabul. In this meeting, Mr. Jalali called for China's cooperation in the fields of capacity building of health workers, equipping hospitals, providing training for capacity building of traditional medicine workers, modernization of Mirwais District Hospital in Kandahar, reform of Jamhuriyat Hospital, and treatment of children with heart diseases. On the other hand, the Chinese ambassador said that his country wants to send a team of doctors to Afghanistan to treat patients with heart problems. Sohail Shaheen, head of the political office of the Islamic Emirate in Qatar, met with the charge d'affaires of the French embassy to Afghanistan. The head of the political office of the Islamic Emirate called the meeting productive and added that the meeting discussed the current situation in Afghanistan, the health sector, NGOs, and the technical needs of Kabul airport. The Ministry of Public Works says that a delegation led by Maulavi Muhammad Ishaq Sahibzada, the Deputy Minister of Railways, met with officials from Sogdiana Trans Company regarding the speed of unloading and loading Herat port. During this meeting, discussions and necessary discussions were made regarding resolving the issue of railway wagon congestion from this port, maintaining the operational status of the railway lines, utilizing the full capacity of the station, and speeding up unloading and loading operations. Sogdiana Trains is an Uzbek company responsible for transporting commercial goods through Herat port under an agreement concluded several years ago. Zabihullah Mujahid, the spokesperson for the Islamic Emirates, said that the National Development Company produced the truck in Afghanistan. On the other hand, economic experts consider the manufacture of vehicles in Afghanistan important, saying that the car industry can create jobs for the youth along with economic growth. Let's see more in the report. The Islamic Emirates steady steps towards self-sufficiency and progress in the country. The second Afghan-made vehicle was unveiled by the National Development Company. Zabihullah Mujahid, the spokesperson of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, said in a statement on his X page that the National Development Company has produced the Dimetric truck.
Another example of vehicles was also produced by the National Development Company, which will soon be used inside the country for transportation and cargo. The National Development Company also has other products that will be exhibited soon.
On the other hand, economic experts consider the production of vehicles in the country important and say that the car industry in Afghanistan can create jobs for the youth along with economic growth.
Mainly, before the issue of car manufacturing is raised, the issue of encourage and a motivation for a move towards the machine manufacturing industry is a very strong step. If the raw materials for this car, manufactured by the National Development Company, are sourced from within Afghanistan, it will certainly be considered a good achievement for the automobile industry in Afghanistan. And if this industry is further strengthened than in the past, and the necessary technological facilities are available in the automobile industry in Afghanistan, it could, of course, be a valuable step in terms of economic progress.
On the other hand, citizens welcome the production of cars in Afghanistan and demand the construction of new factories in various sectors to provide jobs for citizens.
It is a matter of pride that, alhamdulillah, today we are able to build cars and buses. And this is a matter of pride for us. If Afghanistan progresses and develops, ultimately the success of all Afghan people lies in this. Today, they build a car and tomorrow, they build other things.
This is when some time ago, the first bus produced in Afghanistan was unveiled by the Islamic Emirate. The Ministry of Communications and Information Technology says that 9 new telecommunication sites have been activated in Herat province, of which 7 are in the center and 2 others are in the districts. The ministry adds that they have considered 550 sites for remote areas of the country, of which practical work is currently underway. Maulavi Matiul Haq Khalis, the Director General of the National Environmental Protection Agency, met with the Deputy Director of the World Food Programme to discuss the organization's plans and the impacts of climate change in Afghanistan. The National Environmental Protection Agency says that it was agreed in the meeting that a joint technical team will develop useful programs to reduce the impacts of climate change. The Ministry of Mothers and Disabled Affairs distributed clothes and blankets to 1,000 to widows, disabled and needy people in the districts and sub-districts of Kabul province with the financial support of a welfare foundation. The aid was distributed to the needy people in the presence of Sheikh Abdul Hakim Haqqani, Deputy Minister of Mothers and Disabled Affairs, and a number of other officials. 6 suspects were arrested in connection with the sale, use, and transportation of drugs in Herat province. The Deputy Minister for Counter-Narcotics of the Ministry of Interior Affairs said that these suspects were arrested by the anti-narcotics police from different parts of the province. They added that some drugs such as methamphetamine, hashish, and alcoholic beverages were also recovered. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا